Wait, yeah, we're definitely live.
All right. So exciting.
Yeah. Our fancy title screen up so you know what we're up to today.
Too, I think that's really cool. And I like the new splash button.
Right?
That's cool.
I always forget about the splash button. We've
Do
had
I-
a splash screen for a while, but
Do you
I
think
always
we
forget
should
about it.
move from the splash screen over? Or?
I think so. There's probably enough people there that they want to see us.
Oh, we got 9 already. Okay. All right. Front camera.
Push it encouragingly.
All right.
Hey, you
Hi.
guys get 2 people today.
So exciting. Hi, everybody. Wacky Wednesday came to Thursday, except for I'm supposed to say it is Tools and Technique
It is
Thursday at my sewing room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hello.
no, tools and techniques today. Yeah.
Yeah, nice to be here with you, Leah.
I'm really excited. I was really excited for this demo, and then my afternoon got a little weird. And I'm back after it stopped being weird.
I had it all planned out.
But
ready
Sandy
to go,
was
just
ready
in
to
case.
go. But I really wanted to be part of this demo today. So I'm gonna coach Sandy on some stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be like a student today, and Leah's our teacher. So put me in, teacher. I'm ready to sew. Put me in, teacher. I'm ready to felt today.
Sweet. Felting is super fun. Should we do the demo first and then talk about the things?
I think that would be a great idea, because I think that's the way Kason likes it done. We'll try.
We're trying to reinvent the wheel here.
All right.
So the theme for the month with our viewers challenge is make something with felt. And I don't know about you, but I am a mom of children in elementary school, and my life is super busy. So I personally, at this moment in time, do not have time to sit and hand stitch felt together. But there's lots of other ways of working with felt.
Totally. This is really cool.
And depending what tools and toys you have at home, maybe you want like the high-speed power version, that's my favorite way of doing anything.
Yeah.
Give me power and full speed, and I am a pretty happy camper. So Sandy's going to be demoing the Bernina punch tool today.
On a Bernina 880 plus.
And there's a punch tool available for all the current Bernina models. There's 2 different versions of it. Whether you have the hook series that's in the 8s or the 7s, or the new 5s or the 4s, or whether you have an older style with the CB hook, which is the counterbalance hook. So your Bernina accessory guide is the top secret place to figure out which one of those will fit your machine. And then you'll also need the right stitch plate to go with it, because it doesn't come with a stitch plate in the box.
No.
But we keep our stitch plates in back at the service department, and we'll help you find the right one so you get home and you're able
Yes, you need to have all of the tips and tools.
to do it all.
So let's have a look at yours.
Yeah. We
And
could probably do that
on the
camera.
top. Yeah, okay.
So
Should I do top?
on the punch tool, this is Bernina's number 45 foot. So it's like a foot and a whole bunch of things all wrapped up in one. There's a few there's all sorts of things. So that's my stitch plate. It's got like 3 weird holes. And from the back side, you can probably see it from up there. It's quite a bit thicker than a normal stitch plate in where those things go up.
So there's the 3 holes. So instead of just having a single hole for a single stitch plate, or the smiley face that we've got on here, it has 3 little holes, because I think the needles go down there.
Yeah, they do.
But it looks just like a stitch plate, and you can see it is a little bit thicker. Anyways, okay, what else have we got?
Oh, well, you have the good
Oh,
close-up camera.
I got the good close-up camera. Sorry, I'm staying on close-up camera.
So the punch needles that come with the punch needle kit or presser foot, they're actually barbed. So think of like they're pokey and they're
pokey,
rough. They're
and
really
they're rough.
really rough.
Yeah. Bless
Oh,
you.
excuse me.
She's
Exactly.
allergic to me. Okay.
The belt is full of dust.
Okay.
So they are something that is a wear and tear thing, and you might need to replace them. So the box comes with a little tiny Allen key and a couple extra of those punch needles. We're just going to leave those in their plastic bags so they don't jump to freedom.
Lose them. Okay, good.
And then the next weird thing in the box is the actual presser foot.
And this is really cool looking. It looks like it has a little cup with a hole in the bottom. And I presume that's where our needles will go through.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And it does attach just like a regular Bernina foot, so it slips on and clips.
Yeah.
So he's really cool.
And it's also height adjustable, so there's a dial there. So depending how bulky the thing you're working through is, you want the job of a presser foot is to keep the fabric from riding back up those barbed needles.
Cool.
So the foot is there to keep the fabric down. So
Wonderful.
The punch needles can just punch.
Okay.
But it needs to, like, you need to be able to move your fabric.
So I have all my tools now.
Yeah, there's a couple more things in the box. I don't, yeah, we might be set up for this today. This is a seam, no, we're not set up. I don't have the extra guide on the machine. That's an extra holder, so you can actually punch down threads and some types of ribbon.
Oh, cool. See, there's my thread on my spool.
So that piece will hook into the magnifying lens holder on the
okay, and then that just feeds in as we're going.
It feeds in through the hole in the foot. It's really cool.
Fabulous. Okay, so
yeah.
That's another added part to this kit. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So those are the parts you need.
Mm-hmm.
The weirdest part about this is you're going to use a sewing machine with no thread.
Yeah. I don't have to thread the machine. We leave it naked.
Yeah.
And really naked because I'm going to take the bobbin out.
You're going to take the bobbin out?
Yeah. And the reason I take the bobbin out is so I don't damage it, right?
Well, there's no need to have it in there because we're not using thread.
We're not using it. It's gone. All right. And then we'll just close that little baby back up.
That's probably going to yell at you.
Yeah, he tells me to put it in, but I'm going to just zero it out for the moment.
Oh. The 880s are very insistent that they have a bobbin. You might need to do that in a different order. So put the bobbin back in and we'll tell it what we're doing first.
Oh,
because otherwise, if it still thinks it's in sewing mode, it's going to be like, but
there's
they have
no
thread
in there. Okay. Well, and which is, you see, I have the rotary style one, so it doesn't, and I don't have to tell it what I'm doing.
You just do it.
It just hopes I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right. So what I am going to do then is I'm going to just pull the camera back just a little bit, and we're going to look at the screen for a minute because I have to do some adjusting. Okay, baby, don't sink too far.
Yeah,
that should be okay.
Yeah, that'll.
You guys can see my screen a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it what foot I'm going to put on. So right here, there's a little foot icon. I'm just going to push that and it's going to give me my list of feet. Now this was, you said the 45. So I'm going to just page through till I find that nice little 45.
You know what? There's a secret trick. There's another way. There's also a search.
So go like this.
And then you could type in
4, 5.
So more than one way to get there.
Okay, so...
But you do have to select it before you leave.
Okay, I'm going to select the 45 foot. I'm going to go... I don't have to say okay or anything. No. I can just do that. And if you could see a little closer, I did change the foot number on my screen to say 45 right here. You probably can't see that. Okay, so now I can take my bobbin out and it won't think I'm crazy. Should we leave it in for the moment?
How about you put the next couple things on? We'll take the bobbin out in a moment before we get going.
Because I don't need any of those things.
There's one more icon on the screen you should change.
Oh, yes, because what am I going to do? I'm changing stitch plates. So I'm going to push my stitch plate icon and I'm going to select the one, the 3 holes that looks like this. The punch. It's called a punch. So there it's highlighted it. It's lovely. Now it's on my screen as a punch. Okay.
Now you can take out the bobbin.
Okay, I'm taking out the bobbin. I need you to come down just a little guy. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, bobbin comes out. All right, now I'm also going to take the current foot that I have on here off. So I'm just going to slide that away. Now I'm going to push the little hole here, pop up my needle plate and take it off. Oh, I can see we've already been needle felting. It's fuzzy in there. Okay, so then I'm going to put this on in the right direction. Clippies in first, then down. And there we go. So now I've got the right plate. Now, I think I have to change a needle.
Yeah, you do.
All right, so let's take that off. There's my needle. And of course, these have the flat back, round front, so I want to make sure I put the flat back in. Okay, this is always a secret to find the little hole again once I've taken things out. Leah might have to go, here, Sandy, let me do it for you. There we go. Okay, slide it in, and then I just finger tighten.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go, finger tight. All right, now we're on to the foot. And of course, Bernina's feet, I'm just going to take it underneath the needle and onto the cone at the back. And I'm going to just click the little silver lever down, and we're in place.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
There's one question up on screen before you get going with actually stitching that I'd like to.
Oh, yes.
that I'd like
Hi, Billy. Yes, that is a great question. Is there a brother equivalent?
So, there is a felting attachment from Brother. It doesn't fit every Brother machine.
Okay.
So, the list on here says it will fit the 8500s, the VM series, the VQ series, and the BQ.
Yeah.
It'll fit VQs and BQs.
EQs, okay.
So it comes with a similar big plastic. We could.
Oh, let me do that. Woo. So it does come as well with the same items.
Very similar
Foot,
stuff.
needles, place plate, or needle plate, sorry. It looks like a screwdriver because I think the brothers have to unscrew some of their face plates. Okay. And look, there's a little bobbin, like the little door that covers over the bobbin.
I think instead
It
of
has
being
a-
right in the same line as the
Yeah.
stitching, it is actually pulled forward.
Yeah.
The attachment stitches that further forward than what you.
And there's a, if I can get a good close up of that guy.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so
And
there
then,
is
and
one.
then we're not going to leave out our handy quilter friends
Oh
either.
no! Look, there's a handy felting foot kit.
And the only thing on the handy quilter one is it does not work on the Infinity. The orientation of the needle bar and presser foot shafts is different on the Infinity than on the rest of the handy quilter lineup.
Okay, so
But
it's
that should work all the other ones.
so that'll work too. So no excuses. We can do this on
Everybody
all our
can
machines.
felt.
This
Everybody
is
can
really
felt.
cool. Okay.
Or you can felt by hand. There's no stopping anybody.
Nope. Haha. There's no stopping us now.
No
All
stopping
right.
you now. Do you want a table?
Okay, I'm going to slide my table on
Just
so
so
I
you have
have
a little more room to
I
work.
have a work surface. Okay. So earlier today, Leah was showing me how to do this, and I had forgotten all about this, but she wool felted a little leaf onto a background, and she just went over and over and over and over again and punched it in this way and that way and around and around. And lo and behold, you can see where the punching came out the back as well. That's very secure. So it's on there to stay. So
Yeah, and the more
yeah.
you punch it, the more secure it will be.
yeah. And she did a little trick and flipped it over and did it from this side too to help embed both ways. So that's what we're going to do. And hopefully I can do it as well as Leah did it.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
Sandy
Alright.
cut out her own little tiny project.
So I made a little project, and it's got a little stem with some petals and a little center. I hooked these onto this little piece of felt with 505 spray. So it's attached a little because I didn't want to leave them loose because I can just see myself felting my finger or trying to into
Or
my
having
project.
everything jump to the floor.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to take it off. Okay, big breath. Here we go. So I'm going to slide it under, and I'm going to start on my stem. Okay, so do I on my foot pedal? Sorry.
Yeah.
Lower the presser foot. It's a fancy machine. Mine, I have to do it by hand, but that's okay. All right, and away I go. And just like that, it starts pushing that felt down and back, and then I just going to move it so that I see if I can get it all down. And it doesn't really matter if I come off my fabric because it's just going to felt the little fabric beside it. I just want to get a good stitch so that everybody stays down to start. You can wiggle it all over the place. See if I can get all of that down. Pretty good start. And just So I think I feel pretty comfortable now. I'm on my second last petal that I've got them kind of stitched down. I'm going to stop for just a second, needle up. Oh,
That's that one there.
that's that one
We
there.
could just
Oh,
change that
check
setting
that.
on screen.
So I just wanted to show you that I've got a little start. You can see the needle holes in the project, and it's starting to come through from this side. So I'm going to do it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Or is that okay?
Yeah, no, go for
All
it.
right, go for it. Okay, so foot down again, and my foot's on my, oh, sorry.
You can just press go on your gas pedal on that one.
Okay, and I know Leah was just zooming earlier, so I guess I can zoom quite fast as well,
It'll only go, I only have the speed like 3/4 of the way up on the machines.
which is a good thing. This is fun though. I've forgotten how fun this was.
Right?
I want to, well, I'm going to show you a project that we actually did a few years ago, and I'd forgotten that we had done this, and it caused me to go and buy a felting tool just for my own projects and my own use. So this was a lot of fun. We had trainers, of course, come out, and they wanted to show us something new with the machines. And of course, one of it was needle felting. I'm just going to stop for right now. Needle felting. The other was stump work, and the other was trapunto. And trapunto ended up being where you put so much thread on that it actually raised it up and made it look puffy, and it really does make a nice effect. So it's trapunto. The other thing we did was this to make 3D petals was stump work, and there's, you can see the wires at the back. We actually stitched over wires and formed the petals, so now I can bend them, and I poked them through so that you could make a 3D leaf.
Pop that onto that other
Okay,
camera.
let me show the other camera. Okay. So there is the trapunto, the nice thick big stitches filled in and beautiful. This is my stump work where it's 3D, and you can see all of the petals, and you can arrange them so that they all stick out in different directions because they're on wire. And you can see the wires, very small gauge wires, very fine, and we just stitched them in, and then we can bend them.
It's actually like done during the embroidery process, but
right,
digitized that way. This would have been a software.
Yes,
class
this
to
was
start.
a software class to start. So that was really fun. And then of course they gave us a flower, and then we actually felted roving into the flower. And that's this one.
Fuzzy.
And it's fuzzy and soft. And this one, actually, to get that color, we have two on here. We felted a green, and then I put the yellow over top to make it all
That's so
felty
cool.
and fun. So that was quite a while ago, but that was fun. And I did buy a felter at the time, and now I need to get it back out and do some more.
Yeah, and this would have been done, all of this would have been done with the embroidery module?
Yes. And we actually were using at that time an 830.
Yeah.
which is kind of cool, and I'm working on the 880 now. And yeah, but other models of Bernina will do this. It's fun, and I know I can do this on my 635, which is, instead of a bobbin like this, it's the other hook.
Yeah, and it's got an arrangement of 5 punch needles in kind of more of a circle. It does the same job, just different orientation.
Yes, and you just got to make sure you take all your bobbin case and everything out, and away you go. So that was a lot of fun. Are we finished?
I don't know. Do you feel like you're finished?
Well, I like the way it turned out. And you can see on the back it's felted fairly well through on all of the parts. And that's my felted flower. It's really quite cool. Nice job.
I think the bottom of your picture needs some grass.
Oh, okay, we're putting grass on. All right, I love it.
Doesn't need a lot of grass.
Not much, just a little.
Just a little bit of
just
grass.
a little bit of grass. Okay, so now
For no particular reason other than we can.
So I'm going to actually start in the middle of this one because I'm a little leery of
Yeah, that should be fine.
because I didn't stick it down in any way. So here I go. So I'm going to go one way and catch that corner right out to there. I'm coming back now And I'm going over this part. And look at how fast that little buddy goes, eh?
If it feels like it's sticking,
I think it's because I got sticky on the back. To tell you the truth.
or is it getting too thick?
It might be getting a little thick in that one spot. Yeah, we went up and over the stem. You're right.
Yeah. So one of the neat things about felting is right now we're just using like the wool felt that we sell here in the store, but you can felt onto other things. So you can felt onto a boiled wool. I felted onto denim. You can felt
Onto other wool.
you can felt onto other wool, and you don't have to start with pieces of felt if you want that more textured look and the floofy cloud look. That's where your wool roving comes in.
Yeah, so this is what we were using when we did those little flowers, was wool roving, and we picked out different colors and embedded it. And the more you go over it, the more it embeds. If you like to have a little shaggy look like my picture, then you don't embed that second one quite as much, but that's it. So there's the little guy with his flower. It was sweet and easy, and something little people can do too.
It's got a good finger guard.
Yeah.
Like really good finger guard.
I didn't mean to scare anybody when I said I might get my finger in there, but I just wanted to, can we go back to front for a second? I want to show Miss Ann's vest. So this
It's so cool.
This is, sorry, naked person. She's actually got a wool vest. And then she's decorated it. And of course, Anne does absolutely spectacular decorations. So she has taken wool roving and she has embedded it into the parts of the vest along the sleeve. Okay, there's the camera. And you can see she used different colors of
And that's
twine
actually some
and stitching.
It's like a thread ribbon almost. Yeah. It's really funky
and
stuff.
then she did that fuzzy stuff that I did, the little wool roving there. And she did a spectacular job. Look what she did on the bottom. She made it look like flowers. And there's stems that she made special stitching, some ribbons, some of the felting fuzz, and then she put buttons in the center of it.
It's so cute.
So it's absolutely beautiful. So talk about over the top gorgeous.
Do you want to try something that's not going to look super pretty, but might be pretty fun?
Might be kind of fun. I like it. Okay, let's try it.
If you want to pop that foot off for a second.
Okay, popping the foot off.
I've got a ball of like
twine.
chenille yarn. It's funky stuff. On the mix here, if you can get something to slide through this first opening on the foot, and then down through the stitching hole, we should be able to.
We should be able to.
Felt with it.
Okay, perfect.
In my box of goodies, there might be a threader, which would be incredibly helpful. It's one of those super skinny little things that likes to jump to freedom, though. So.
Oh no.
There it is.
Ooh, this is soft. This is very soft and fuzzy.
So there's like, this is almost like the blue dental threaders that I use.
Oh, right. Okay, so you guys remember the little threader? Where's the picture? There, you can see it on the background there. And you just thread the thread through.
And this stuff is actually like, it's got a really skinny core. So I think it'll work.
Okay.
So we'll go through the first hole there. When you get going with something thicker like this, you're going to have to keep moving.
Okay,
otherwise
stop.
It's going to get stuck.
Okay. Don't stop. Keep moving. Okay. All right. So if you can see that, Leah's threaded it through this first hole and out the bottom. Okay. Now I'm going to put my foot back on. Try not to break off all my needles in the process. Okay. There it is. Should I start on a different, bigger piece?
Yeah, because your flower's cute, and we're going to leave your flower the way it is.
Oh, okay. All right. Here I go. Nerve-wracking. Have not done this before. Okay.
It's never too late to try something new.
Oh, that was down. Okay. Okay, and keep moving. Okay, it's not really threading through. Am I doing something wrong with it? Oh, there, it's starting now. Now.
Nope, not catching?
Not catching.
Dang.
Gosh, it's fun stuff, though. It's fun.
I've used this with the ruler foot and the couching inserts on the ruler foot.
Yeah.
Haven't tried it with this, so
Okay.
apparently this will not work like the way
So
I
it
thought
doesn't, it doesn't fluffy, it does not
It's
fluffy
not really
enough
wide
to
enough.
get it down there.
I don't think the texture in it is.
Is embeddable, maybe.
Yeah, because it's mostly floof and not a lot of actual core.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
That's too bad.
That's too bad. But that was fun. But you
Yeah.
could try other things like that. I would suspect that yarn, like wool, like what you knit with, would embed.
Would catch better
Yeah,
than this.
I think that's
This is
great.
going to be too thin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed this. This is the one that Leah did this morning. But just, so if for all of those lovely May felt projects, if you don't want to have to,
Here, let's just do that on the front.
Let's do this on the front. If you don't want to have to do them by hand, or if you don't want to have to, do your stitching, applique stitching on your machine, you could pull everything out and just felt that stuff right down there and make an absolutely gorgeous little pin cushion or picture or whatever. But
That's the backside.
Yeah.
Even the backside's cute.
Yeah, the backside's actually really sweet.
Yeah. And the more you felt it, the more fuzzy it'll get.
Yeah.
It's
too
adorable.
Cute. So, and if you have any of those felt projects out there that you've been working really hard on, please send us a picture to social@mysewingroom.ca. Kason's looking for those so we can put them up for that. That would be awesome. And that's our May Viewers Challenge.
Yeah.
All right.
Other things coming up tomorrow is our last of 12 classes with Barb for one stitch at a time in the hand quilting.
Yep. The last one goes at 2:00 tomorrow, and that'll be the end. I can't wait to see what the projects look like.
Yeah, I know. There was somebody sitting in store last week, and her project. She said she loves thread, and I totally get it.
I understand.
Thread's awesome. So that's going on. Tomorrow Facebook Live. We're doing something super new. We do have. I've already seen a partial list of questions.
Yep.
Tomorrow we're doing what we're going to call Fan Mail Fridays.
Yes.
And if you have questions about anything, big wide world, don't ask political questions. We don't answer those.
No.
Sewing, quilting, fabric, thread, needles,
Techniques, tools, machines. Yep.
What's Leah's favorite fabric that she ever bought? Like, whatever you want to know.
I think that would be cool. We already know about her rocks.
Yeah, I do have favorite fabric.
I love it.
Yeah, send social@mysewingroom.ca your questions, and we'll get as many as we can get answered tomorrow. Some of them are not quick one-word answers. Some are more like a demo. So I don't know which ones we're answering tomorrow.
No, I'm not sure either. I think Barb is going to handle the first one. But what we'll do is as the questions come in, we'll kind of separate them into what we think is a machine question or what we think is a quilting, sewing, embroidery, fashion, fabric question, things like that. And we'll try and answer them all in kind of little groups. So I think after we figure out tomorrow, we'll be posting what we'll be answering week to week so that you can make sure you tune in on Fridays to get your answer to your question.
Yeah. And the great thing is everything's being recorded. So whether you're watching live on Facebook or YouTube or catching the recordings later on, they're still up there later on. So don't fear that you missed out on that fancy answer that you were hoping for because your Friday got away from you.
No, I think that's great.
You can watch all weekend long.
Yeah, especially
you can watch more than once. You can do what I do, which is watch like half the Facebook feed and then half the YouTube feed.
Oh,
sometimes.
Okay. Sweet.
Cause sometimes I just want to see what comments were happening in both places. So
Okay.
sometimes I look at both.
Oh, I usually will look at my Facebook feed later in the week and find out who's commented and what they want to know. I've never done that for YouTube. Maybe I should do it for
Our YouTube viewers don't comment as much.
Not as much? Okay.
No. But they could.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from you out on YouTube.
Yeah. Let us know. And and then I can give shout outs too in my show for whoever said hi or whatever, and I'll answer whatever questions or comment on whatever you said. So let me know.
Other things coming up. It's a long weekend in Alberta this weekend.
Woo! Woo, woo, woo!
So we're gonna have long weekend weather.
That's I think that means rain, possibly snow, followed by snow. And
Don't
then
say the S word.
Monday afternoon it'll clear up.
Yep,
and be
probably.
sunny.
We have that happening, so there will be no live on Monday.
Oh, right. I forgot about that holiday Monday, no
Yeah,
live.
yeah, not coming to work.
No.
I'm not coming to work on Monday.
And I know that Chelsea's got Tuesday twosome all lined up, ready to go for Tuesday.
Oh yeah, so
Yep.
so the next 3 weeks, our Tuesday Facebook Live, one of our receivers here in the store has no sewing experience, and
Oh, he's such
he
a
wants
guinea
to
pig.
learn. He wants to learn some stuff. So Chelsea's going to walk him through a few different things over the next few weeks. He's going to make something live on camera.
I think
It's
he's
his first sewing adventure.
Yeah, I think he's quite excited about it too. I think he's quite
He's
excited.
awesome, and it's just interesting to see what his taste is, because it's
Yeah.
quite different than
it's
what
different.
mine is. So it's
It'll be
great.
fun. It
It's
will be
super fun. So that's going on. End of next week, the 27th.
Yes, Friday the 27th is our Kimberbell a la cartes again. So I think Leah's teaching these ones. At 10 a.m. we're doing heart and home decor. And then 11:45 the Halloween sweet wraps. Don't forget, it's $15 per class. Drop your USB stick off to us so that Chelsea's really good. She'll get them loaded right after class, and then you can get them back. So
Yeah.
that's next Friday.
So I just wanted to point out, if you guys have clear blue tiles already at home, or you've been wondering about Kimberbell's clear blue tiles, the heart and home, the embroidery is not very different from a lot of embroidery that our Kimberbell students have been doing. So I'm actually going to talk more about finishing the project than doing the beginning
sweet.
of it.
So
And we're
we
going
get
to
to
talk
use-
quilting.
We get to use our tiles.
Yeah, it's
Oh, right.
yeah.
Okay.
I have the teacher set at home, and I have it all figured out. So we'll
That'll
be
be
talking
fun.
about that within the frame of that little wall hanging that needs to be quilted.
So anybody who has those clear blue tiles, this would be excellent.
It's not
to
a
learn how to use them.
full blown demo, but definitely a starting point of how you can start moving forward with it.
Wonderful.
The Halloween sweet wraps made me giggle the whole time I made them.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, the mummy is just so adorable.
Yes.
And
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
That'll be fun. Okay.
What's June have?
June 1st, you guys, Kimberbell's Red, White, and Barbecue. So there are only 4 spots left. So give us a call at the store so we can sign you up. You're making 2 really cool projects, the apron and oven mitts. It's only $99.99 plus tax for the day. We're starting in the morning. We go till the afternoon. It should be a lot of fun.
And it is like the event is designed for if you have never embroidered before.
Yeah.
So if like it's a very masculine theme compared to lots of Kimberbell stuff. So if you know a guy who wants to embroider,
Yeah.
send him our way. We'll put him on a floor model machine.
Yeah. They
Let
can
him test drive away,
have fun.
and we'd love to
Do it.
We'd love to have some new embroiders here in the building with us.
That would be
It's
cool.
easier. It's easier as an instructor to have some warm bodies here so that I can pace the class.
Pace the class, get some feedback, and they can learn and not be too stressed out about doing it because they always have classroom helper as well. So
Yeah.
that's great. So only 4 spots left for that. And I just want to tell you that the kits are ready for pickup. I know everybody's done it except for 5 people that are still out there. And I'm sorry, Carol, you were in today and I forgot to give you your kit. It was in the drawer. Anyways, your kits are ready for pickup. So that'll be fun. All right. Oh, coming up. Okay, so talking about Kimberbell, we're also doing another embroidery session, but it's an OESD one. And this one looks like fun. There are 6 gorgeous little projects to do. It's 2 days of fun. And you know what? We still have some virtual spots left, but we only have 3. That's wrong. I tried 3 in-store spots left. So if you're thinking again of doing something and maybe sharing a machine from us, get signed up because there's only 3 in-store left.
Yeah.
Those 6 projects are $249.99 plus tax, and you just get a whole day filled with really vital information on not only how to embroider, but the stabilizers, the threads, wonderful teacher techniques and things like that. So it's a very worthwhile event, and
Yeah.
hope that you could join us and do that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be super awesome.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what
That's
we got
kind of
going
what
on.
we're going on. I think that's it. And thank you very much for having fun
Thanks
with
for
me for doing
thanks for
this.
taking Facebook and then letting me crash the Facebook I gave you.
Oh, I love it. It was great. Yeah. Oh, and I just wanted to make sure that everyone felt good after last night's hockey game. Go Flames, go!
I can't cheer either way. I'm in a divided household.
Yes, she is. Okay, so go Oilers, go!
Go puck, go.
Yes, lots of scoring like last
The
night.
puck
It was
did great last
totally
night.
wonderful. Yes. All right. Well, thank you ever so much. Thank you, Leah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And,
Awesome.
and you're gonna do what every time I felt here in a class, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I just need to go home and felt something at home.
Yes. Now that I remember, yes, it's in my
Yeah.
drawer. I got to pull it out and do it.
Yeah.
So everybody else, pull it out, do it. Make that felt project, get it sent into us. Bring it to the store. We'll take the picture. If not, send the picture to Case.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Thanks.